Next up is Golden Axe here on, Golden Axe, originally released in arcades in January 27, 1989. It's basically a simple beat 'em up game. You play as 3 characters who you go in and try to stop a very ancient enemy from trying to rule the world. And honestly, the arcade version was really fun. The controls were great, the gameplay was nice and smooth, and the graphics were good for the time, and the music was hip. However, the 3D PS2 version, it's not so good. Everything about this just make this game seem more slower. I don't know what they did. I don't know if it was the graphics, which honestly haven't really aged quite well. I don't know if it was the graphics or the controls, which also weren't really that good. Everything just feels like it has a little bit of delay on it. From jumping to attacking, everything just feels so delayed. To the sound effects of the enemies and the people, and they're not that bad, but definitely could be better. Well, at least the music is pretty good. That's the thing too. The music is pretty good. It has an ancient type sound to it, which makes it sound really challenging and rewarding to the players to go on an adventure. Other than that, there's not really much too exciting to this game. Aside from a few new levels and a few more customizable characters, a few characters and customizable skin for the enemies. Other than that, there's not really much. If you played Golden Axe in arcade, then this is exactly what you get here. It's basically the exact same thing, just somehow worse. There are 2 other modes, which are Endless Mode, where you fight an endless amount of enemies, or before you basically die. Yeah, you fight a certain amount of enemies, or else before you die. And the other one was, the Versus Mode, which, by the way, is pretty fun. It's really fun. But other than that, just got options and usual stuff. See, look at this. I'm already bored of Golden Axe because of how boring it is. They just basically should just take a look at this and just add some more time and detail. But I will say it's definitely a good for entertainment. If you just want something just for entertainment fun, I guess I can recommend this. Oh, I also gotta mention there's also boss battles, and there's also like a superpower that you use. You hit triangle and it activates. Yeah, you do hit triangle. You use triangle and it activates like an ultimate superpower, which is really good for wiping out enemies, but other than that, it can be pretty bland. Most of the time, the enemies will just somehow gang up on you, leaving you barely even any room to fight. And let me tell you, the controls, my god. Oh wait, no. I already got the controls. And let me tell you, falling down, my lord, is it busted. Like, whenever you get hit once, you fall straight down. And it takes like 8 million years just to get up. The worst part is, if you're in a corner, everyone will just gang up on you. You'll just get up, and then get hit and fall down. You'll get hit, fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down. You know what I mean? It is extremely annoying, and I can't believe they implement this in the game. It is a bit of a pain. But, yeah. If you get past that, then that should be good. But if you can't, then, you know. So, yeah. Golden Axe, I just stick with the original. It can be fun sometimes, but it's very mediocre in the PlayStation 2 version. So check it out if you want some fun. Otherwise, just stick with the other ones. Yeah, just stick with the other ones, because good thing we're getting done with this, because it's on to the next one. And now we are on to Monaco GP. And honestly, guys, I gotta be real. I don't play this game. I really don't. I'm not really a big fan of Monaco GP, just for the fact of how confusing the control, just how simple it was. But yeah, it's basically a racing game where you just go and just make some turns and then go to a finish line. There's about 4 different modes. There's Arcade, Grand Prix, Time Attack, Versus. Arcade mode is basically the arcade mode. You can choose original or classic graphics, and you can choose your car, choose any way you want, and you pick your track and you go on. In Grand Prix, you face a challenging events of races, and in Time Attack, you basically just it's time attack. You can basically just go around and just race on the track. See how much your time is. And in the versus mode, it's basically just 2-player, 4-player actually, where you can just go and just race against each other to the finish line. So that's really neat. Oh god, sorry. And speaking of which, the controls, man, is the controls strange. Press X to go forward, and you move the car by going side to side. But to turn, you actually had to hit L1 and R to go fast to turn. Not to go fast, to turn. Why is that the case? I have no idea, but whatever. Also, the only way to build up your speed is to go over a bunch of stars. Why not just go up the speed as it is and just... Why not just hit the X button and then just go? It makes it go faster. Like, why do we have to hit like stars just to go fast? Makes no sense. And let me tell you, do not hit anything. If you hit anything at all, you'll just spun out and you just lose speed. And it is not fun. Like, literally, you could be going fast just because another car hit you. Pow! Spins you out, just makes you lose all of your boost, which is really annoying. That's one of the things why I never really liked about, and especially all the emergency vehicles. That is really just a bunch of bull. Speaking of which, the music is pretty good. Pretty good for a 3D version of Monaco GP, but it's just other than that, it's just basic Monaco GP. So if you like Monaco GP, like classic racing, then this is for you. Honestly, it's not my type. I'm really not interested in Monaco GP. That's why I never play it. So yeah, get yourself a Monaco and get yourself a GP. Get your race on, dude. Oh, and speaking of racing, next up here, we're going on a run in the out. Ha! See what I did there? Run in the out. Because we're playing Outrun. And Outrun is basically kind of like Monaco GP, where it's racing, but a lot completely different. In Monaco GP, you have sorry, my bad. And Outrun basically have to get to a finish line by going very, very fast. And that means you cannot mess around. You literally have to hold the button down and go as fast as you can. Let me tell you, you gotta get your control going, because making the turns and watching out for obstacles, that can really be a tough challenge, especially after you going down at very high speeds, and then you're going very, very fast. Yeah. Also, along the way of trying to get to the finish line, there's checkpoints, and you'll need them because there's a time limit. And if that time limit reaches 0, then guess what, pal? It's over. it's over. It's night. It's night. It's out. It's game over. So yeah, you definitely gotta buckle down and get your stuff together. It's always funny to see these guys crash, whether it be straight into something or just like get spun out by a tree and them arguing. It's really funny. Aside from arcade, there's also time trials where you test to see how fast you can go. It's just okay. It's really it's basically just the same thing, much like the main arcade version, but just with the time trial, just seeing how far you can go. Another thing there is a range, basically where you face off against partners. You have to fight against other drivers. No, well, I don't know. I don't play this one much either. But yeah, basically you face off against a rival that is actually trying to beat you. So you basically gotta catch up onto him before he beats you. If he beats you, then it's probably game over. Like I said, I don't play the rival one. I don't play Outrun that much. It does very amazing on the graphics though. The graphics are nice for a 3D remake. It's nice, clear, and well, not completely crisp. It still holds up. And the music, woo-wee! Let me tell you, the music is fantastic in this. You got music like Splash Waves and Tropical something. It's really fantastic. Let me tell you, especially Splash Wave and some other ones. By the way, Splash Wave, believe it or not, is actually the theme for the menu in this game. Pretty crazy, am I right? Yeah. Overall, Outrun, I gotta say, you played the original arcade, which was released in 1989. I think I don't remember. It's been a while. So yeah, definitely check it out, because it's a really fun game. Really good, I gotta say. And get your outrun. You outrunned. You know what? Let's finish off with the racing of the collection. Virtual racing, which can't believe they actually named that, because VR basically stands for virtual reality with all the headsets. But here it's pretty good. Basically, you're in a virtual car, and you had to like drive to the finish line. There's not really much enemies or any items or anything. It's mostly a boring one where you have to like drive to the finish line, you know, that type. But it's really fun if you check it out. It's actually kind of like almost an early version of VR. It's really fun. The controls are great for a 3D game. Turning is a bit sharp, brakes, gas, and a view. Holy cow, it's pretty cool. Press RB and LB to like change your view, and it's really cool. And if you press circle, you can even go into first person view. That feels a lot like virtual reality. And for 1992, yep, that's when it was released. This is really cool. So then again, definitely get down on steering, because it is really controlling hard to steer. I gotta say, the graphics are amazing. They really hold up. While it's all polygonal and don't really look the best, they definitely do hold up pretty well. At least that's what I think. I don't know what you guys' opinion are. Let me know in the comments what you think about the graphics in VR racing, virtual racing. See, that's the reason why Sega shouldn't name this. It's so confusing. The music, for me, the music is pretty kind of weak for me, but for some others it could be pretty good. But for me, the music just doesn't really hold up. overall, I gotta say this is a pretty decent racing game. And it's not only racing on arcade. There's also Grand Prix, basically race to be ultimate champion. There's time event, where you basically just it's a time trial. What else can there be said? And there's also oh yeah, two-player mode where two players can basically race each other on a map and basically try to get to the victory. So yeah, that can be pretty fun. So yeah, overall, I gotta say, virtual racing, it's not really the best for me, but for some, definitely check it out if you like 90s racing games, because this is a this is really interesting. I gotta say, just change the name. It's really different.